Hello everyone, welcome to class. What we're going to talk today about is getting inspired in web design. Now there's lots of different ways to do this. I'm just going to kind of show you the way I do it. Before you start sketching, or even this is kind of 2 steps before you start hitting the computer and start laying out your web pages, is you need to get some ideas and brainstorm some ideas of what this website is going to look like and how it's going to function. Now remember, our considerations underneath our job specifications or project specifications, we've identified that this website needs to be open, it needs to be clean and uncluttered, and provide a kind of this uncluttered and easy to use experience for the user. It needs to be very comfortable feeling. And so there's a couple places that I go. One thing you can do is you can do a search on Google for website gallery. And these first 2 sites come up, and they're pretty good sites to go and look at. There's other sites out there that you can go look out. TemplateMonster.com has a lot of websites. TemplateMonster.com, I don't typically go there because a lot of their websites kind of look the same to me. They kind of feel the same. But these 2 website galleries I think are pretty good. They show a good variety of looks and feels and give you a lot of things to look at. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the first one. It's just website-gallery.com, and what I'll do is I'll just kind of look at these and say, okay, I'm looking for something that looks comfortable, opened, uncluttered, think about color and think about layout and which websites really show that to me. Okay, so I'll go through here, and that one, the coloring on that one seems pretty good, but it feels a little cluttered to me for this project. This feels cluttered. You'll find that out a lot about websites. If you're looking for something clean and uncluttered, it's often very difficult because people want to stuff a lot of information onto a web page. Let's see, let's change this window size here. Okay, then I'll just go through. You can see I've already gone through, dozens of pages here. Okay, now as I've gone through this, I've identified, some websites like this one. This was interesting. It kind of has a comfortable feel to it. It's not very cluttered. I'll go through and identify some websites that I think fit. First of all, there's going to be a temptation that you're going to have as you do this. Like, you're going to think of, wow, that's a cool website, like this one right here. I've already actually loaded this page here because I thought it was a very interesting website. Kind of has this cool type thing going across here. As you hover over it, the type moves back and forth. Very cool. And honestly, this is a fairly clean website, but it doesn't really fit the target market we're working for. This is not we're not necessarily going for youthful or the cool look. We're looking for something that's a little bit more professional than this. Another website I thought was really had some pretty amazing was this website, and as you scroll down the page, it kind of goes through these snowboarders flying through the air, which I thought was pretty awesome. But again, it just doesn't kind of fit the look of our website. So there's going to be this temptation to do what's cool instead of what's appropriate for the project. So you need to kind of resist that temptation. So as I went through, I found some websites, and here's one I found I thought was very comfortable. It had very open look to it, a lot of white space. You can see this kind of open space everywhere. This leads to a very open and clean look. I really like the type on this one. I think it's interesting. So this website gave me a little bit of inspiration, and maybe I'll use a soft background like this, a soft gray background or something like that to add some texture and make it feel more earthy, more comfortable. I don't know if gray is the right color. It's a little cool. This website is predominantly cool colored. It's set off with these reds, which I think is nice. But it's predominantly cool, so maybe not quite right, but not bad. This one I thought it was interesting. It just has this straight tan background, an interesting use of a logo here. You know, they advertise this kind of minimalist design. And you know, the links are nice and it's very well organized, so you know, not a bad page. This one is a little busier, but they've organized their information well, so it's, you know, easily, you can, you know, the main links are in the appropriate places, but maybe a little bit too busy. This one, I really like the colors on this one. I think these warm tones, this warm tan color and this warm orange color, are nice, along with this black. Very nice coloring. I like the type. It feels a little more modern, but still sophisticated. So again, I really liked this homepage here. Okay. This one I thought was interesting. You'll notice these are two completely different color themes, but they kind of accomplish the same purpose of this kind of fun colors, but still they're muted enough so they're not screaming at you. So you know, they're a little more muted. So, you know, interesting color theme. Maybe I'll consider something like that in the future. Okay, here's another one. This is actually the same website on here, but this is an older version. You know, more cool, set off with that red color, muted colors. I think I like the muted color idea a little bit as I go through these. So here's another one. Again, these are more muted colors. Very open look to this one. And this one actually came from the other website, the other gallery. This gallery, bestwebgallery.com. And so these are some of the ones I found there. Again, very open, cool, muted color theme. This one was just basically designed with type, and I thought they did a very successful job at it. I like the navigation on this page. It's very simple. You know, the user experience is very clear of what they're supposed to do. So, you know, very uncluttered. I think this is interesting. The link structure up here. These 3 links. I don't necessarily like how big it is up here. I think the designer was going for that, but if you're on a smaller monitor, you have to scroll down to see any of the content, and I'm kind of against that personally. But you know, this is a nice look, and they want their buttons to be the predominant features on the site. So here's one with a kind of a bluer look. I thought was kind of fun, and you can do things like this on your website if you want to do little illustrations. Welcome to do that. I thought this was just a different look, but still had that clean feel and comfortable feel to it. Here's one that's a little more sophisticated, probably, but again accomplishes the same purpose. So there's lots of flexibility here in doing your website. It doesn't have to look like mine, the one that I'm going to do through the class. You can make it look how you want. Just make sure it is clean and comfortable and easy to use. Okay, so that's basically. Oh, I'll maybe show you one more here. I think this was one that is interesting. Again, clean and comfortable. Different color palette. The black set off from the blue and a little bit of yellow, and this wood texture I think adds some comfort to the page, some hominess, I guess. So, you know, spend some time on these websites and find some sites you think that that fit this kind of clean, comfortable look. And that will be your assignment for today, is doing a screencast on these websites that you find. So thank you for your time and good luck. I look forward to seeing the websites you find. Oh yeah, one more detail. Remember, this screencast, in your screencast, you need to be teaching this to other people. So as you go through these websites, you know, do it like I did, like I'm teaching you where to find these things. Approach it from that perspective, that this is websites that your students can go to find these things, and that you're going to teach them, you know, what a clean and comfortable open website experience looks like. Okay, thank you.